This is what you're gonna see in Faroe. Green mountains, blue ocean, fjords and waterfalls. But if you come here, then also expect to see this. What you just seen is called Grind, and I came here to try to stop it. For safety reasons, I cannot share much information about where I'm staying and to show other people who are with me, because recently there were some incidents.
We were going through a tunnel and then I felt that something was wrong, so I just reduced the speed. I think we was like at 60 kilometers an hour when the wheel fell off.
So these guys, they unscrew all of the
all the lug nuts.
But one wheel.
No, all four wheels.
All four?
Yeah. Because that mechanic called the day after and said like all four wheels are loosened. So he said this is done on purpose. There's no way this is like an accident. That's why we stay in discreet location, constantly checking our car, never go outside alone, and take many other safety measures. Grind is traditional pilot whale and dolphin hunt which been practiced for centuries. When someone spots a pod of dolphins passing by Faroe Islands, they start to push them inside the fjords, where other group of people waiting on the shoreline. Every animal will be killed, and they use special tools and knives for that. The meat should be equally distributed for free between those who participated in the grind, and nothing is sold for a profit. Guys, as you can see here, pilot whale blubber. Yet you can easily find pilot whale blubber in local supermarkets and restaurants. When we have time, we go out to check the beaches, to look for the place where we could stay during the grind, where to park, from where I can launch my drone and stuff like that, so we are preparing. And yeah, we have a map with all of the possible locations for the grind, and we just go through it to get familiar with it. Killings can occur anytime at any of the 23 official killing beaches around the islands. Behind me, one of the most scenic places in Faroe Island, and it's full of fish farms. And I'm right here in the small village next to it, and the water is so polluted from the fish farms. It's like yellow, and it's a bit crazy to put so many fish farms in like the best spot on these islands, and it also shows that tourism is not really a priority here. So fishing and fish products and everything related to fish accounts for 95% of their export. That's why boycotting Faroes for holidays won't do any significant pressure onto them, as they don't rely on the tourism. Right now here are very few tourist activities, accommodations, cafes and tourists itself. Since the grind could happen anytime, any day, we always take all our stuff with us, even if we go shopping. You never know when someone will spot dolphins and they will start a hunt, and at which beach. So you have to be ready 100% of the time, and when we have time, we also clean beaches. The nature is incredible here. It's like, look at this waterfall, and it's everywhere, all around the island. When it starts, boats will push pilot whales to the one of the killing beaches. They use a lot of noise and aggressive driving. Pilot whales are highly social, with a strong bonds between each other. That's why they stay together till the end. And humans covertly use their bonds to slaughter them all. Second group of people waiting on a beach, and when the dolphins are close enough, they will start to run. Not a single one escapes. They will kill all of them, even pregnant females and juveniles. This group of dolphins try to escape, but they are pushed back and will be slaughtered, like all the rest. 2 years ago, more than 1,400 have been killed in one day.
dolphins will be caught and all meat and blubber will be given to everyone who participated. It's shocking to see kids playing with the dead bodies, laughing and having fun, and how this insane cruelty is normalized. Of course, it's not kids' fault, they're born in this environment and are made to accept the values of their parents and surrounding culture. That's why it's so extremely hard to change. They are so proud and protective of this tradition, and it's so important for them to keep their identity, even when the whole world is in shock. Total ignorance and lack of empathy, which passes from generation to generation, keep this horrible tradition going. And actually, the whale meat is also highly contaminated with mercury and PCBs, and it's not suitable for human consumption. Quite often they have so much of meat, so it's not possible to store or distribute everything on time. Next day after the grind, half-cutted bodies will be trashed back into the sea. Faroes is self-governing region of Denmark and therefore should be EU country, yet there are some loopholes and for some reason it's not in European Union. I know it's confusing. Whaling is forbidden in all EU countries, but because Faroes have this weird status, there are no legal mechanism to forbid them. I'm sure if there would be a will from EU, the pressure could be applied very easily, like a trade ban, yet that's not happening. After many attempts from activists, Faroes made it illegal to intervene and try to stop the grind. Yes, you heard it right. It's totally legal to kill dolphins and whales, yet it's illegal to save them. You will be jailed, fined and deported. I would say it's worth trying if you could save at least one life, but first you should ask whether it will do more harm than good. Will one life saved change the situation for good or simply make it harder to document? They say it's their tradition, an important source of food, which is shared in the community and it's not for sale. Well, it is for sale. They're not eating it a lot, it's more like a delicacy. And the country is one of the richest in the world. It's so expensive here. Everywhere. New cars, beautiful houses, clean streets and so on. They're not poor people. So, what can you do after all that you've seen? First of all, don't ever buy whale meat. Support organizations which oppose grind by volunteering or donating money and share the information, both online and offline. And finally, should you visit or boycott Faroes? Well, as you have seen, they don't really rely heavily on the tourism. Actually, it's quite opposite. So, by not coming here, you don't really contribute much. They'll just keep going with their traditional living. But coming here also means that you put money into the economy which support such terrible things. So, what shall you do? I think the answer is in the middle. If you don't come, then be vocal about it. Let everyone know why you're boycotting and express your concerns about the grind. If you won't visit Faroes, then come here and speak with locals. Ask questions about the grind. Tell them that you would like to see whales alive and not being killed. The more they will rely on the tourism, the more pressure we will be able to apply. They know that grind is a bad for their image. That's why there's practically no information about pilot whales or the grind in any of the tourist places, souvenir or bookshops. They even try to hide it when it's happening right in front of your eyes. Just next to the road, here are 3 bottlenose whales hanging here around. I never seen them and it's amazing. They were staying for at least 1 month. Local people know there are many cars, there's stops and also the buses and taxis, so it become like a local attraction. That's like a good sign of how the tourism can actually save the whales here. At the end, whatever you will decide to do, the most important thing is to be vocal about it. Thank you for your attention and be brave to act.